All right. So welcome everybody. Thanks for coming today. It's Wednesday the 14th. So we're halfway point again, you know, getting ready for the second half of the year. We do have a visitor today. I'm sure you see Seth out there. He's with American Lifestyle Magazine. He's going to go through a new magazine that they are showcasing today. So we'll get with him in a little bit. But let's start with some good news. First, I want to say happy birthday to Christina Morrison. Today is her birthday. Christina, are you on there? Looks like Christina Samante. Oh, there's Christina. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so tell me something good. What's happening good in everybody's real estate world?
I got my 240 acre I got a letter of intent from the county, so we are pending now, so that's good.
You're a rock star with the land. She's selling the land to Riverside County and San Diego County
Conservation groups. Yep.
That's a way to be creative when you have that much land out there. So way to go, Donna.
Thank you.
What else? What else? Good news. Okay.
I think we've got an accepted offer on Heather. It's between two now, I think. So getting there.
Nice. How many, Jill, tell us how many offers you had.
We had 10 offers over the weekend.
Wow, that's a lot. Well, I mean, it could be worse. We had some where you had like 20 or so. So 10 is an improvement. I'm excited because yesterday we had our profit builder checks come in, and for some of you who don't know what that means, profit builder checks come from agents who refer other agents. So those referred agents, for instance, Gay and Sue and Kelly have been referred by different agents in the office, and they did business. So the agents who refer get a profit builder check quarterly for a small amount. So I wanted to say way to go to Ryan, Carla, Andrea, and Rana for getting your profit builder checks. So yay. And if you guys have any agents that and I know you always tell me you guys are awesome about saying, I really liked working with this agent, or you should call this agent. Let me know, but I really would love it if you'd say, hey, I'm gonna have my manager call you, because that's better for me than them getting a surprise. But they do appreciate when you say, I loved working with this agent. Sometimes just getting that call from the other manager is just like a ego booster. It's like, hey, I just want to let you know that my agent said that you were great to work with. I mean, I do a lot of those calls, especially I'm noticing that our agents are coming from out of town, like way out of town right now. So it's not like somebody I would necessarily recruit if they're coming from Long Beach, but I'm still giving them a call and saying thank you and kudos. So what other good news? Okay. How about new listings or buyer wants and needs? Let's go through those.
I have a buyer who's looking for at least a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a pool, between $549 and $600, depending. So in Temecula area. So he's really wanting to move before November. So if
Gotcha.
I can find something for him by then.
I think Jill has one, but it's out in Winchester that's coming up. Jill, do you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, it's a single level with a pool. She's doing some painting and a little bit of landscape and that kind of thing. So it might not be another 3 weeks or something, but it's in decent shape, 2,097 square feet. Nice neighborhood, super, super, super low taxes.
Yeah, I would like to check that out. Yes. Okay. I'm going to look into it and talk to them about it.
Yeah, just you guys coordinate and get the address or get the pricing and stuff like that. I saw we have, is Kim on here? I don't see Kim. All right. Well, anyway, I thought we also had a coming soon listing that Kim has in Menifee. So you guys check that out. Any other listings coming soon or back on market that you want to talk about?
I've got a land listing off of Bundy Canyon. It's just a tad under 5 acres with views. It is on a dirt road. There's power to the property line, but it would need a well and stuff, and it's going to be right under 150. So good location, a little bit out there, but not bad.
Gotcha. And my, I'm just going to say the listing that I showed you guys last week on Long Point in Canyon Lake, 1471 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, had a price reduction this week. So now we're down to 459.9. It's in pretty good shape for its age. So, you know, any investors who want to do a flip or something, let me know.
I still have my 77 acres in Warner Springs I need to sell. It's been on the market for a while, and we've done a price reduction. It's now listed at 549. Unfortunately, it's an all cash deal, even though it has a mobile home on it. But owner's motivated, so bring me an offer, he says, and I'm trying.
Sounds good. Hey, Homer, I see you out there. You want to talk about your listing in LA?
Yes, I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square feet. It's listed at $950. It's in the historical area of Jefferson Park. At this current time, we're still going through some renovations on it, and it's going to be about a couple of weeks then before we begin to actually provide viewings of it. We've had a great deal of buyers and their agents giving a call. Some just want to offer cash. It's a very hot market in that area. So bring your buyers.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Anybody else? Buyers, sellers, wants, needs?
I have a buyer that is looking for in Fallbrook area. They want to have like a small little guest house. So that's for like mother-in-law quarters. And they're up in like 800,000 price range.
I think they need to go to and buy Donna's property.
Yeah.
They want cool weather, cooler weather. They're from San Diego.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Shannon, yeah, I have a neighbor who actually wants to buy another house because their kids are moving back from New York. And they found, initially they told me they didn't want to go much over 5. And then we bumped it up to 550. Now they say we'll look up to 6. And the daughter actually saw a house. I didn't have it in their search because it was out of the parameters they had given me, but now they found one at 600 over on Corte Zamora that just went into escrow. So I didn't even know they were interested, obviously, but in Vintage Hills. So if somebody has something in this area, Vintage Hills, close to that, close by, because it would be close to the, you know, our neighbors then. So anything up to 6-ish. With a little backyard, you know, whatever. Let me know.
We got a lot of buyers out there that are looking right now. So I think we need to be doing some farming for, I have a buyer in the neighborhoods that they like. And, you know, use the Fluid program and have Michelle help you with that. And she can grab those names and addresses really quickly, especially those hot ones that, you know, have lots of equity right now. Those would be great. I know everybody's doing it. So what? You guys could do it too. Maybe you'll get someone who will call you back. So let's talk about some market stats real quick before we move into having Seth go over the new magazine. So for this week in the Temecula Valley, we had 205 new listings go on the market, which is up slightly, 14. 262 went pending, 241 sold. So those are both down slightly. But overall in Temecula Valley, we have 602 active listings on the market right now, which is up by 40. And in Temecula only, we have 158, which is quite an improvement from when I started taking notice of these numbers. The least priced property in Temecula happens to be a what is it? Anyway, it's 350,000 and it's, oh my gosh, somebody died. What do you call that?
Probate. Probate.
I put a little note and I can't read my note. Anyway, but the other regular listings, the cheapest price in Temecula, 485,000. Gosh, it's a lot. So anyway, all of Riverside County, we have 2,353, which is also up for the week. So it's good to hear some listings coming online. I am noticing in all of our Berkshire Hathaway markets that we're in that everything seems to be, and I don't want to alarm anybody, but everything seems to be a little slower. Obviously, we know listings are very shy. And I also feel for that reason, people are not getting bought. Like everybody is down as far as purchases go, closings go so far for the first half of this month. So I suspect it's because families are on vacation. Maybe there's not a lot of people getting ready to go on the market or out looking right now. But if it continues for another 2 weeks, then I might have to reconsider what that means for us. But just curious, what are you guys seeing? Are you feeling like you're having more trouble getting into showings? Like it's not like it was before. Lynette, I know you've been showing quite a bit. Are you finding it hard now to get into properties to show?
Yeah, last weekend, yes. It was kind of difficult. Couldn't get the time frames to show the home. And then there was somebody living in one of the homes. So it was kind of difficult to coordinate a time.
Is it because it was like the day was already booked solid? Or
It was booked solid.
Okay.
It was booked solid. And he was willing to have me come on Monday, but my client couldn't come on Monday because of work.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious.
I also found it busy too. I had 18 groups through on Saturday and 14 groups on Sunday.
Wow.
It was pretty active.
Okay. So it's not that. It's just we need this. We need the listing inventory. It needs to pick up. Very good. Well, Seth is here and he's going to show us some ways that you can help market yourself to your past clients, your sphere of influence. So Seth, are you still out there? I don't see you on my, oh yeah.
Yep. Can you hear me all right?
Yes. And
All right,
I think
perfect.
I gave you permission to share your screen if you want to.
Yep. Looks like I should be good here. Is that showing up for you?
Yes, it is.
All right, wonderful. Well, yeah, Shannon, thanks again so much for having us out. We always really love the opportunity. So my name is Seth. I'm the marketing coordinator for Reminder Media. I know we do work with a handful of agents in the office. I think I saw some familiar names out there. So if anyone does want to chime in, I know everyone likes hearing it better from their fellow agents rather than from me. So feel free to share any of your own experiences. And for anyone, this is the first time you're hearing about us. We've been around for about 17 years now. We're based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We are one of the cliche started out in a garage in 2004. Now we work with about 40,000 agents nationwide. So we've really been finding our groove in the realm of real estate. So today's little presentation is called Stop Missing Opportunities and Start Connecting. Now I can say with complete certainty, whether you're a brand new agent, part-time, seasoned veteran, or really anywhere in between, referral business and client retention, absolutely critical to your success in real estate. And I promise I'm not going to go over statistics the entire time, but these are some from the NAR data profile that do put things into perspective. So NAR found that 53% of buyers and 67% of sellers found their agent through a referral or used the last agent that they worked with. Taking a closer look at the sellers, we know that everyone wants to be the good listing agent. Again, 67% of sellers found their agent through a referral. You'll notice only around 5% are finding their agents through farming tools and websites. So really, a lot of people are browsing for homes online, but it's not necessarily where they're finding their agent, which makes this next slide a little peculiar. So this is where NAR found agents spending their budget. And they found that on average, the majority of agents spend $0 per year on referral-based and relationship expenses. So this is really just showing us that a lot of agents are putting their time, their effort, but most importantly, their money, maybe not in the right place. And ultimately, this is why we're here. You know, the last thing any agent wants to see, you're driving home from a long day, you go past one of your favorite clients' homes, and there's the for sale sign that popped up with a different agent's name on it. I know, unfortunately, we're hearing it all too often, and these are the missed opportunities that we're looking to prevent. And I'm sure everyone that's logged on can agree, Real estate is a relationship business. Human nature tends to hover towards what we see the most. So that being said, the easiest way to generate more referrals and secure those repeat transactions is by reminding the client that you value the relationship and really just showing them that you appreciate the business that they have sent your way in the past. That's exactly what we do. We help agents stay connected with the spheres of influence in the past clients in order to help generate those referral opportunities and secure the future transactions. So we now have 3 ways of doing that. So the American Lifestyle Magazine, again, that's been around for 17 years now. The content inside of it is very similar to an Architectural Digest magazine: travel, health, recipes, home decoration. And then about 3.5 years ago, we added in a second magazine called Start Healthy. So Start Healthy has a little bit of a healthier spin to it. Healthy recipes, tips on how to boost the immune system. We know everyone's trying to be a little bit more health conscious these days. And then actually just a month and a half ago, we launched a third magazine called Good to Be Home. And this one, the content is all geared towards the home. So it's home upkeep, home decorating. I did want to pull up the website just so you can get a feel for it. So this is the Good to Be Home. Again, it's all general interest articles, all geared towards the home. Now, the nice thing with this too is you have access to all of these magazines. You don't have to pick one and stick with it. So if you like the Good to Be Home for your first mailing, maybe for the next one, you like the Start Healthy magazine. You have access to all 3 magazines and you can switch back and forth from mailing to mailing. Now, getting back to it, all of them are 48 pages, 8 articles per issue, so same layout. And the content inside of it is all general interest articles. There are no advertisements. It's not filled with a bunch of business. And for that reason, it's not coming off as the typical piece of marketing. It's being seen more as a gift and an item of value. And then it's also fully customized to the agent as well as the recipient that it's going to. So this is the front cover of the magazine. Of course, the first thing you notice is the agent's photo, logo, and contact information. So as soon as your clients are pulling this out of the mailbox, you're the first thing they see. They know exactly who this is coming from, no question there. And then in terms of the imagery, there are 30 different front cover designs per magazine. So go through, pick a design that you like, something that fits your personality. When you flip to the inside of the front cover, there's a letter to the recipient. So right at the top, it actually says their name, Dear Bill and Judy, rather than the Dear Valued Resident that you see a lot. And then even with the letter, we have templated letters that we've written for you that you can use. You can edit those, you can write your own letter entirely, and you can even customize it to the recipient. So if Bill and Judy just bought a home or had a baby, you can wish them a congratulations right in their publication. We also have 2 branded tear out cards. There's one in the front, one in the back. And these are recipe cards, do-it-yourself tips around the home. There's around 600 options for you to choose from. And those cards, again, have your branding on it. So if somebody gives that out to a friend or family member that's thinking about moving, maybe even to keep for themselves for the recipe, it's one more way that we keep you in the home longer and also extend your reach in the community. And then the back cover and the inside of the back cover, these are totally blank canvases. So if you wanted to do client testimonials, success stories, listings, co-brand with a lender, I have people that put pictures of their dogs back there. So really anything that you'd like on the back cover and the inside of the back cover. And then obviously it's a presentation on marketing. I always like to highlight some things that we do see a lot in the business. One end of the spectrum, the dinners, the bottles of wine, the gift cards, and these are all great gestures. Your clients will love them. But if we are taking every one of our clients on a quarterly dinner, just in hopes of earning their business back in 5 years, we'll all go broke along the process. And then the other end of the spectrum is the newsletters, the flyers, the emails. And again, these things all do serve a purpose, but I know they tend to find the trash can pretty quickly. And that can really be one of our biggest obstacles. So the number one reason that agents use our services is because of the shelf life. So we average a 3 to 4 week shelf life in the home of your contacts. And again, that all stems back to the quality of the piece, the fact that it is being seen as a gift and an item of value. So this is making it past the trash can, hits the coffee table, the nightstand next to the bed, and it stays there. Keeps you in the home longer, keeps you in front of those people that matter most to the business. So I do want to pause for questions here. Now there's 2 questions that we always seem to get. First, of course, how much does it cost? That's actually the next slide that I'm going to get to. So we have a couple different promotions that we're going to do for the office. And then the other question that we get a lot is how often does the magazine go out? So with that 3 to 4 week shelf life, we actually have a new magazine available for you every 2 months, 6 times a year total. So every 2 months we have new publications. So I wanted to see what kind of questions we have on the magazines, the branding, who it's going out to. And again, if any current clients want to share any of their own thoughts or experiences, by all means, feel free.
Well, I can tell you by looking around the office, I see 5 or 6 desks that have the magazine already on it. So that's great to see. Do you guys have any questions? It's a quiet crowd today.
All right. Well, then I can keep moving and get to the good stuff. Usually the questions come at the end. So one other thing before I start getting into the numbers. So another thing that we've started doing, which we've been getting great feedback from our clients on, each mailing, our marketing advisors are now generating a report on your contacts that goes through how long they've been living in their homes for, household income, even the behavioral data of like what websites they're going on. Are they going on Zillow? Are they going on Truly to look for homes? And we'll give you the report that shows you your contacts that are most likely to be moving. That's been a huge help for our clients, almost like a little cheat sheet on who to keep a closer eye on. It's also been a little scary how accurate they've been getting with that sort of stuff. But again, this has been a huge help for our clients. But if you have a pen and paper, this would be the time to grab it. Or even if you want to take a picture with your phone, this is the good slide. There's going to be 3 promotions that we're going to tie together for the next week here for the office. First of which is the activation fee. So typically to get set up with us, it's $300. We're going to drop it down to just $99. So 99 bucks, it's a one-time cost. And this gets you in line with one of our marketing coaches. So you'll have someone that's walking you through the entire process. They'll talk to you about strategies, tips and tricks with it. And then most importantly, we know how busy you are. Think of that marketing coach as your personal assistant on this. So really all we need from the agent is you send over your photo, send over the list of the contacts that you want us to mail it to. We take care of everything else. We mail it out, we put the magazine together for you. So they will make your life really easy with this. And then we also work off of exclusivity. So as soon as you decide which of your contacts you want it going to, we lock their addresses down. So no one's getting duplicates from other agents or financial advisors. It is just coming from you. And then moving to the right, the second incentive is the cost of the magazines themselves. So usually we price the magazines off of a sliding scale. More you buy, lower the cost. What we're going to do the next week here is just give everyone across the board the bulk rate. So it drops it down. It's just $3.99 per publication. So it's like half the price of a Hallmark card. And that does cover the back end, shipping and handling, customization. So actually we do mail it directly to the contacts. We cover the postage. The minimum order is just 50 magazines. So we're not looking to coat the entire database with this. We're really just looking at that top tier of it. So 50 times $3.99 comes out to be $199. And that is paid for when you want these going out. You get to pick your own deadlines. Most people that we're starting to work with right now are getting their first one out sometime between the middle of August all the way through the beginning of October. And there are mailing options for you every single week in between. So you pick the week you want it going out. That's when you pay for the publications. And then the last thing down at the bottom is we always start everyone off on a one-time mailing. So try it out once for the summer. Make sure you like it. But more importantly, we want to earn your business the right way. Prove that it works, get you some referrals. And I'm sure if we can help contribute to a commission check or two, I'm sure you will gladly keep us around in the future. And I know for myself, I always like to take a big step back from the magazine because as silly as it sounds, it's not really about the magazine. This is a bi-monthly reason to reach out to some of your clients. And we know that sometimes making those calls isn't the easiest thing to do. This breaks down the client to agent wall, makes it more of a friend-to-friend conversation. See what they thought of the magazine, see if they tried the recipe on page 12. But of course, once you have the conversation going, you can do what you do best, sprinkle some real estate in there. And the agents that are making the follow-up calls, especially now that we're giving the report on maybe who to follow up with, they're always getting the great feedback. Everyone loves seeing you on the cover of your own magazine. But more importantly, that's when you start to uncover the referrals. That's when you get to see it grow your business firsthand. So really that wraps it up on my end. One last thing that I do want to do here, they always let me do a little day of the presentation doorbuster sale. So if anyone is nodding their head, thinking this sounds like a nice idea to try out, anyone that signs up today, we're actually get you an extra 15 free magazines towards that first mailing. So anyone that hops on today, we will pay for 15 magazines towards that first one. So I know we always have questions on the pricing and the logistics of the promotions. So what questions do we have overall?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Currently, Gail and I use the magazine American Lifestyle. I didn't realize that we could switch between the healthy living and this one, which we will probably do.
Yeah.
But where do we go to find this report on client activity? And then second question is, when you mentioned that the letter could be customized if you had somebody who just bought or sold. Can we do that? Can we do that for an individual client and not have that be sent out to everyone in our letter that
Yeah.
goes on the inside? You can.
Yeah, and
Okay, I
I
did
can
not
even
know
have
that.
one of our client success reps. I can have somebody reach out to you, and they can walk you through some of the new stuff that we have going on. So they can show
Okay.
you how to access that report. They can show you how to switch between the different magazines, and
All
also
right.
they can let you know how to write those personalized messages. It's really
Perfect.
simple. In the user interface, you'll have like a contacts tab, and it'll pull up your entire list of contacts. And if you
Uh-huh.
select Bill and Judy, their letter should pop up, and you can just type in congratulations on the baby boy, can't wait to meet him, hit save, and that will be printed in their personal magazine.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I
absolutely.
love
Okay.
that option, especially if it's the month of their home anniversary, that they're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
put in the magazine saying, oh, congratulations, happy home anniversary. You've been there 5 years now, and so glad you love your home, or whatever, something like that. I think that's a great idea.
That is. I didn't know you could do that. So I'm
Yeah,
going
and
to
it's nice
definitely
because
look
you
at
don't
that.
have to do it for every single contact, but you
Well,
know, like you
that's
were
it.
saying, you could pick out those little handful. Maybe they just had the home anniversary or the baby. Yeah, you can hand pick those contacts that you would like to do that for.
Okay. User contact select and the letter pops up. Okay.
Yeah, and like I
Very
said,
good.
I'll have somebody reach out. They can show you all the new stuff going on in that user interface too.
Okay, that would be great. So Veronica Whitaker, Gail Higgins. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks.
Anybody else have any other questions for Seth? All right, then I think, Seth, we are recording this, so we have everything saved.
Wonderful.
I just want to say thank you for reaching out to us again. I love the look of the new magazine. I think that it's going to be nice to be able to filter through the 3 different ones for your clients. So
Yeah, it's really nice to now have some options with it. But yeah, we've been getting great feedback. Of course, all the agents love the magazine. It's completely geared towards the home. So yeah, it's been getting great feedback. And again, thanks for having us out. That number on the screen is mine, 570-878-5870. You can call, text. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out.
all right, thank you so much.
Thanks again, Shannon.
Okay. All right, guys. So moving on, we just have a couple more things I want to touch on today. As we move through the changes with the home services taking over our company, I wanted to talk about, I want to talk about the affiliated business arrangement form, which was sent out this week. So let me go share my screen real quick. I don't want that one. All right. I like Bruno Mars too. He's one of my favorites. Okay, so the new affiliated business arrangement disclosure statement. You're going to see, like I said in the email, a lot of new service providers. These are home services, preferred service providers. Some of them are not like local necessarily to us, and some of them are. So like, for instance, I see Pickford Escrow on here. And one of the reasons that Pickford Escrow is on here is because California Properties in San Diego and along the coast, that's their escrow company. And so therefore they've been added to this affiliated business arrangement form. We also see a couple of different title companies on here, and those are now options that are available to you. So rather than just having one title service provider, you have the option of using a couple of them. So in the future, you'll be meeting, I've already had the rep from Orange Coast come out and reach out to us. So she'll be visiting the office or reaching out to you shortly. And so you can get to know her as well. I'm sure she's got great tools for us to use. And then of course, Legendary Escrow is our escrow company. So nothing's changed there. But if you have opened a transaction or are still currently in a transaction, I take that back. For all new transactions that started this week and moving forward, we will need the new affiliated business. We're not going to go backward, which is nice that Gordon allowed that to happen, or maybe it wasn't Gordon's choice, but just make sure you get this out of your SkySlope. So just a reminder, it's on VAC, but it's also in SkySlope in your office docs forms under Temecula. It's the very first one. and put that in your templates. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the new listing presentation. And you guys were all messaged through the email from the marketing department about the new pages. So this is a look at one of the new pages talking about the Home Services of America and how we integrate with them, obviously our worldwide presence now. So the one page that had all the circles about just us as a company has gone away, and this has replaced it. But you still see our stats here at the bottom about how many agents, offices, etc. we have individually. And then the other page, this one was also changed out. I don't know what it replaced, but this is just kind of like our stats as far as where we rank with Real Trends 500, Harris Poll, and things like that. So kind of patting ourselves on the back, if you will. And then the last page that changed was this page. And so this one is basically showing all the Home Services of America companies that are included. And so I like to just zoom in a little bit on this one because you'll see that besides us as California properties, they're showing us here as California, Arizona, Nevada, but these two California properties have been part of the Home Services prior to us. So it's confusing. I know we're still separate companies, but under the big umbrella of Home Services. So those are the new pages. Now, if you have hard copy printed presentations, you could certainly order these pages to swap out the old ones or add to as you wish. Just contact the marketing department. I have a couple sets coming. So if you just need one set, ask me, I might have some extras, but I just ordered them today. So if you're using the shiny presentation heavy paper that they've printed everything on, go ahead and do that. I'm happy to see that some of you have been ordering your own pre-design, like Donna and Gail and Veronica have had their marketing done where they've done their logo and everything, and ordering your presentations straight from the marketing department. And I will say, and I was surprised to see Gail and Veronica's presentations come in, and their logo is across the bottom of a couple of the pages throughout the presentation. So that was really nice to see. So you guys should think about it if you haven't yet, about getting with the marketing department on your own branding so that your presentation looks a little more customized. And then of course you can add in the pages that you want to. The last thing I want to talk about as far as working in your business is on the VAC. And this changed a little while ago, and I don't remember if I had talked to you about it, but when you log into the VAC, you now have the ability to track your transactions. So sometimes you just are not sure where you fall. Of course, you get your transaction history on your checks as you get checks in, but this has a 2-year synopsis. This is mine, it's terrible, so don't look too closely, but it's 2 years worth. So like for this instance, this black line, this is the gross commission income for 2 years. So it just always, that line is always going to be going up for you. And then the blue line is just on a per transaction basis. So it will go up and down and up and down. So you can see I've been pretty terrible this year. So I need to kick myself in the butt and get to work. And then this one is the volume as far as the sales price goes, and then the total units here. So I think that's a great way for you guys to just keep track very quickly if you're not already tracking. So I'm always asking you guys to track and measure that stuff. Now, if you get to yours and you don't see that it is correct, let me know, because these numbers are tracked through SkySlope. And so SkySlopes become really more important right now, so that when you have a price change, change it in SkySlope. Even when it's a new home sale, when it comes in, that's something that Shauna usually fixes for you, because it's very wonky as far as the sales price and commissions and things like that. But if you guys can, as you do price changes, also change it in SkySlope, that'll keep Shauna from having to go in and check everything as she closes out your transaction. But again, if you're not getting correct numbers here, it could be you're part of a team, or it could be that your login to SkySlope does not match your login to VAC. So if you're seeing zeros, that's definitely a key for me. If you see zeros and you know you're not supposed to be a zero, that is, that's key to me that you probably have a different login to VAC. So you guys have any questions on that? Okay, so that's it for me today, but we're gonna do Joker Jackpot. And why we, so whoever's here, Joker Jackpot, $1 and a business card. But while we're getting ready to do that, or Shauna, Vanna is doing a Joker, doing Joker Jackpot, I'm gonna talk about our upcoming training and events. So tomorrow here in the Temecula office live, we're doing the SkySlope listing templates. So these are not on zip forms. These are the ones through the SkySlope app. I think you'll like working that way easier, because when you do open a transaction, you can grab your forms right into your file. It makes it life a lot easier. Also, tomorrow, the company training at 1 o'clock is virtual, working on your website, the next level stuff as far as your website is concerned. And then next week on Tuesday, we have a couple of things that I want to point out. Chris is going to be live in Lake Elsinore doing training on your CRM and then staying in touch. There's 2 different sessions, but they go basically from 9 to noon. And then also, a lot of you ask me how to do comparables or price stuff, and SRCAR is doing a loan and appraisal class on the 20th at 1 p.m. And that's part of their SIG education program. So there is an RSVP is a must, and it's $30. So you can RSVP online, or you can call them. I think I would highly, highly recommend it if you're not familiar with how do the appraisers get the price on this or that, and what is the lender looking for, etc. So definitely go to those things. Okay, Vanna, where are you? Okay, so we got everybody in there. How much money are we playing for today?
Oh, you didn't ask me that.
You're kind of new here on this game, so you're a little new on this game. This is only the second time we've done it.
Yes, I'm already dropping money.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of dollars in there.
Maybe paper clip them and put a Post-it note on them so you don't have to count it.
Yeah, I'll be more prepared.
Okay, well, we're just playing for a lot of money. This is a really terrible angle.
I think it's 24 or 25.
How much?
24 or 25.
About $25. Okay, so who's gonna draw? Are you gonna draw?
Donna's gonna.
Oh, Donna won. She won last time, or she got to draw last time. So now you get to draw the card, and we're gonna increase this bowl at some point. So don't pick your own though.
Why? Is that cheating?
Oh, Jill. And Jill is online, or she was online. I saw her.
I'm here.
Okay. Who do you want to draw your card then, Jill?
Hey,
Huh?
Shauna.
Donna. Okay, Donna.
You should have Adam
Do
do
I
it.
take them out of the deck?
Yeah. And don't use the one that we already pulled.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so the deal is you have to draw a joker to win the jackpot. Otherwise, the jackpot rolls over. And we don't reuse the cards from last week or the week before. We only have 1 card out of the deck, so this is
Joker.
no.
Nine.
She would be lying too. She'd be like, nope. Okay, sorry, Jill, it didn't win this time. So next week it'll roll over, and maybe we'll have $50 by the time we play next week. So that's it for today. You guys have anything that you want to talk about? Anything you want to announce? Yes.
So I was wondering, has anybody represented a buyer with a solar lease and they ended up getting out of it? Yeah.
Yes.
So like, is there usually like additional, like a big fee at the end or?
Yeah, so the question is, has anybody had a solar lease where the seller, I assume you're asking, got out of the lease? Yes, there is a fee and it's in the paperwork that the seller has to pay to get it taken off the roof. Yeah.
Or else buy out the lease.
Or else buy out the lease, yeah. Yeah, if you have the seller, have them look at their paperwork or just call the company. They should call their own company. It shouldn't be up to you to figure out. Just saying. That's their job.
They should send you the contract.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? You're so happy out there. Gay. Smile. All right. That's it for today, you guys. I will see all of you with your laptops who wants training tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Have a great day.
Thank you.